some brands, they really do get traction and grow, and some brands really never get traction. Some of those brands that never really got traction, they have really nice offers. And what I'm trying to do right now is create a distinction between what works for some of those brands and what does not work. The very first I have to say is it is actually a term that I created. The term is the guilty conscious work. What does that even mean? It is the work that the founder do just because someone told this person to do. So let me give a good example. The founder talks to me, the founder talks to someone else, the founder talks with a brain specialist, whatever. And the person's gonna tell the founder, yeah, you have to do social media. And now the brain has this knowledge that the brain has to do social media. But the founder, the person behind the brain, does not wanna do it or does not even know how to do it. And what they do, they get a nice photo, go to AI, get a nice caption, throw on social media, and call it a day, right? And after a few days, few weeks doing this, they come and they complain, oh, I'm doing the work, but I'm not getting traction. And that's really not doing the work. Let's be honest. You're just doing something because someone told you to do. And so you have your conscience pretty guilty that you should be doing that. So you kind of do this in 5 minutes, throw it to the universe and say, well, I have done it. If it is not working, it's not my fault. That's really not how it works. And when I saw this, I started asking myself, what are the other shortcuts that the people are doing and that they are not being able to create traction? And what I did to understand this a little bit better is trying to understand both sides, the founder side, right? Looking at the founder and trying to see what they are doing, and the customer side. I start asking people, how do you buy? How do you do your research to buy something? Why do you buy this and you don't buy that? What if you saw a website for the first time? Would you buy something from this website? And what I'm gonna do here is run through a quick summary what I have found and kind of make sense in my mind. This might be something that other people don't agree, but that's my personal belief, and it kind of makes sense with what I have been reading and what I have been seeing from client work. So the very first hurdle you're going to have to jump through is your brain is irrelevant. At the beginning, your brain is only relevant for a few people. You, the founder, probably your family, probably the people selling you the product, and probably the person developing the brain for you. Those are the only people that are going to be invested in your brain at the beginning. Don't fool yourself. No one else is going to really care about your brain. Sometimes not even your best friend is going to be too interested in your brain. And that's fine. They don't have to be, because you are. And it is your function and it is your duty to make people understand why your brain is so good. How can you really overcome this? How can you make your brain relevant? It is not through uploading nice photos on Instagram. It is not through sending the link for your shop to everyone by email. It is not by going around networking events and telling, oh, I have a brain, oh, I have a brain, oh, I have a brain. It's not through running ads that nobody really knows. The only way to really create relevance is by providing relevant information to your niche. So I'm gonna give an example. If you have a product that's targeted for people with eczema, you should be telling people the pros and cons of using your product, why your product was designed for people with eczema. What are the latest studies about eczema? Does the weather makes your eczema better, worse? If I go to the beach, is this gonna be a problem? Should I be hydrating more? What about winter? You have to bring value to the people. You have to bring value to your audience. So that's the very first thing. If you don't do this, you're never gonna be relevant. And one thing that I have been, on the back of my mind, and I tell this to all my clients, really do. I say, don't wait for the website to be ready. Start promoting your brand before. You don't need the name. You don't need the logo. You just need to be you. You are the founder. So before you even launch your brand, go to Instagram and start talking about the problem that your future product is gonna solve. Start to be relevant for this audience. Before your brand exists, you don't need the brand there to be talking about. Start creating the audience before you have the product. And once the product is launched, once you have the product, you're gonna tell the audience, you see, because I never found a solution that I believed or that I trusted or that worked, I create the solution. Here's the solution. Here's my product, right? So now you are already relevant to that audience. So your brand's gonna be relevant too. But even if your brand is super relevant to your audience, you're gonna have another hurdle to jump, which is I am relevant, but you do not have the trust. Your brand is not trustworthy, right? Because it's brand new brand. So why would I go to your website? Yeah, I kind of trust in you, and the hardcore fans might buy your products, and that's good. That's the first step. But for the larger audience, why would I buy your product? I don't know. I haven't seen any results. This is a pretty new website. What if I buy and I never get the product? And this is the second stage. How are you going to convince people that you are a legit brand, right? And this is going to be through testimonials. This is going to be through partnership with influencers, or maybe running ads, or maybe going to events and show your products like face to face. This is gonna help, but still, they might not really believe that the website, if they buy your product through the website, they're gonna receive it, because you have to create this trust first. A few ways that I see and that I believe that could actually help you to create this trust is, for example, if you are in brick and mortar locations. So maybe you're gonna find drugstore chain, or maybe it's gonna be a natural product store that you can actually put like some physical location that people say, oh, you know what, this actually exists in the real world. The second one is by putting your product on Amazon. Put your product on Amazon. People gonna look for your product and they're gonna find it on Amazon, and they're gonna say, you know what, if Amazon is carrying this product, it's probably legit, because if I buy here and I don't get the product, Amazon's gonna reimburse me with my money. Of course, Amazon is gonna take a huge chunk of your money. So one walk around is, on Amazon, you can charge X plus 10. In your own website, you just charge X, right? So you kind of create awareness with Amazon, and maybe if they go to your website, they can buy there. So that's the second hurdle you're gonna have. And the last one is nurturing this audience, right? Because selling the first product is hard. And once you do this, you want this person that bought, this person that bet on your product, to buy again and buy again and buy again, and talk to other people about your product. This way, you're gonna have a brand that grows. And so if someone goes to your website and they buy the product, you have to be very, very proactive. Send an email, send a follow-up, send the product, write a card to the person. Maybe 7 days after, send another email asking for reviews. Maybe 60 days after, say, how was the product? Did you see a difference? Did you like the product? What did you like? What you didn't like? How can we improve? If you liked it, do you still have the product? Do you need a refill? Do you need a discount to buy more product? So this way to nurture your audience, this is really gonna help you to grow your brand. This is pretty much what the brands that I see growing are doing. It is very complex. It is a whole lot of work. I have a client that once told me, to have an e-commerce, it is to have a store. The only difference that if you have a brick and mortar, you go to that location, and you have an e-commerce, you go to your computer, but it still is a store. It is still a job. And doing this guilty conscious work is not gonna make your brain grow. In the end of the day, to be on the internet and hoping that people are gonna find your store and they're gonna spend time in going to your webpage and clicking on the buttons and hoping that they're gonna receive the product through the mail after 14 days. You have to give so much more trust signals than by having a brick and mortar. I hope this helps some of you out there, because I believe that a lot of people don't understand what e-commerce really is, and they might get overwhelmed when they don't see fast results. That's it. I hope you have a nice week, and we talk later. Bye.